It's a mini review of Minions and Monsters. Bello! So, Minions and Monsters is what we're talking about today. The Minions making a movie. This is just going to be random little things I liked about the film and general little tiny thoughts about the film, like the Mondo one I done, where it's not really reviews, just saying little things I liked and other things I would have liked to have seen in this little film about the third one they've done about the Minions. Hi, I'm Emily at Mal's video. So the little guys who say Bello and Banana a lot have done another film about them. So yeah, so this is, let's do the start. The start of it is your classic little minion adventure thing of what they like to do, of them going through different times in history to find the new big boss. And the key one they find, the main key one they find is a wizardy type guy, a wizard type, medieval-y type guy who like summons monsters, and that's where they get the monster book. Which was it, Ed the Minion? It was one of them. That's it. There is no, well, we'll get to spoilery later. Your classic Kevin King Bob loveness of it all. It's Ed, James and Henry are the three main minions of this. So I think it's Ed the Minion who takes the book about the monsters. A book to let how you summon monsters, quite dangerous monsters. So yeah, they have this book with them for, he's the only one that took the book, for like hundreds of years, and then it does like a, I don't know, 400-year, 500-year time skip or something to the 1920s when most of the film takes place with they see a train heist, the train heist is going to LA, they get to LA, turns out it's a movie set. James the Minion, who has always loved drawing little pictures, finds out what movies are and becomes obsessed with wanting to make a movie. So it is basically what would a minion do if a minion had made a movie? Which, cinema, you know. To make this easier to talk about, we're gonna just do like the spoiler thing for this. So you find out right at the end that this is actually a film made by the Minions, with a film that's about the Minions making a film, because it ends with like a film set going backwards, and it's like, oh, the Minions made a film about the Minions making a film about the Minions making a film. Amazing, love that. So James the Minion, he gets obsessed and wants to make a movie. Then he finds out what a BAFTA is, no, what an Oscar is, which in this world is the shape of a banana, and becomes obsessed with wanting an Oscar. So they find this film director guy who helps them make the movie, because he's like, I love the well, because they invade Minions movies. You don't know, you go all over the place trying to explain them. They're just minions. So they invade his movie at the start because that was the train heist, and he goes, and then the film producers are like, right, I like these guys, put these guys in every single movie possible and make merchandise ever. Meta moment for Illumination, when they want to make something like Minions, make merch of Minions, make everything Minions have to be on everything, even if the film's not about Minions, have Easter eggs to them, they must be in every single thing we do, and have we can't do a movie without having a reference to them, they must be everywhere. Well, I said Sing. I don't think they reference Minions and Sing, which I want to say, Illumination. Oh, say like probably is like the best thing is Sing. I love Sing. The rhino is the rhino when he sings Elton John. Doing the cinema meme again. I love that. That's amazing. So yeah, the Minions making a film about the Minions making a film, and it's a monster film, and then there's all like weird monster, and they use the book that makes the monsters appear. I can't pronounce the word. Summon me. So you know what word I'm trying to say. So summoning the book to get the monsters to appear, and then there's 4 monsters they summon, and then 3 they summon, 1 they rescue, 1 they summon. 1 they summon, 1 they rescue, then a monster summons another monster, which is a giant jelly monster that wants to destroy everything and just devour the world. And when there's an alien, this very much like, and then this and this and this and this and this and this and this type thing, because like I've said, it's if the Minions made a movie, what would happen if you told a Minion make a movie, there would just be chaos constant, which is good. We love chaos. So there's an alien called Gorg, I think his name was, who, how was he not in any of the promotion? He was one of the greatest things about this film. I love you, little alien guy that I can never remember the name of, but you were iconic. He's a robot guy who is an alien that ends up loving a suffragette, because love that this is set in the 1920s. Well, they said the Minions set a film in the 1920s, and the Minions include suffragettes. There are suffragettes in this film. So James the Minion, what an icon. Let's just talk about, okay, so you got James the Minion, who likes to draw stuff. Then you've got, what was that? No, Henry, who is James's best friend and is the only Minion who's like, James is a good Minion. Then you've got the other Minion friend, Ed, who is part hearing. He's iconic. We love all these little Minions. So yeah, I want to talk, they don't have like a credit scene, but they do like a little like clips in the middle, in the like the start of the credits, because at the start of the credits they have like the fake credits and then you have the real credits. So it says directed and written by James, produced by Henry and Ed, in cast order, and it lists every single Minion's name. That's amazing. So in the middle of all that, it has like little credit scenes. So there's one with like Child Gru, then there's one with Gru from like Despicable Me Gru. Then there's Dr. Nefario, the icon. Then there's Agnes, with little Agnes, Gru's daughter. What? It's so funny. Love her. And then there's, who else? There's Gru's dog, who you get to see the moment where Gru's dog got turned into a monster dog. And of course that was the Minions do some like gun or something, I think it was. And I am like this because I forgot to mention, you do see the 3 classic Minions in that credits art I'm talking about in this part of the video at the end. Stuart, Kevin and King Bob, which I loved. Oh, and then with the and this happens, George Lucas is in it. Why not? Because, and when they said about the George Lucas cameo, I was like, I'm not surprised. Like the internet was like, we're not surprised. Of course George Lucas loves Minions. He said some ladies, he was like, I love Despicable Me and the Minions. It's like, yeah, of course he does. They're funny little guys who walk around speaking their own language, sometimes Spanish and sometimes English mixed in as well with Minionese. The origins of Minionese, I'd love to know, because there is English and Spanish mixed in with Minionese. So I would love to know the origins of this language. So of course George Lucas is obsessed with these weird little guys that walk around trying to find an evil master. Of course he loves them. So at the start, so and he plays himself as well. And I'm not surprised George Lucas loves Minions. I think having an idea for filming is, what if the Minions wrote and directed a film and produced it and starred in it? That's a great idea. Well done, Illumination person who made this that I don't know the name of, but I love that idea of what if the Minions made a film, so you could just have everything just chaotic as possible. That's great. Now, it has been rated as the highest Illumination movie, not just Despicable Me World, to the highest Illumination, which okay, let's try it out. Okay. On the right of like Minions films, it's second. I think the first one's still the best with King Bob. That one's still the best because I think King Bob is just way too funny than it's meant to be. So that one I think is the best. Then this one, and then what was the last one? Was the third one the one all I remember from the second Minions film is there was a part where like they invaded a Chinese New Year like celebration, and that's all I remember from it. So I don't really remember the second one. I only remember that bit. But I also did Despicable. But if it's on like all Despicable Me, the first one's still the best because Vecna is just iconic. Victor, Vecna, whatever. Not the guy from Stranger Things, not the character ones from Stranger Things. Vecna, the one who wears orange and he has really thin legs. That guy. that one's the best one out of all the Despicable Me films, is the first one. The second one's great, but the first Despicable Me is the best out of all of them. But yeah, so I wouldn't say it's the greatest illumination because, like I've established earlier, Sing. I love Sing. Does Sing beat Despicable Me? I don't know. About myself here, I don't know if I'd put Sing above Despicable Me, but saying it's the greatest illumination film, it's up there. It's in like the top 5 illuminations. Maybe it's in, yeah, top 5, maybe the 4th or something. But I wouldn't say it's the greatest illumination film. But having a film about the Minions making a film inside of a film, that's great. I love it. Yeah, they used some like machine. They were like, pew, dog, and then they made the dog a monster. Also, you got to see how the Minions got their dungarees. So it was from a suit shop. They went to a fancy suit shop, and then they were like, we don't want to wear fancy suits. And then they seen a cleaner wearing a dungarees, and they were like, oh, and then they got obsessed with dungarees. So overall, I really enjoyed this. I thought, you know, it was just fun. I love silly movies, is how I like to say that. This was just silly and fun and just weird, and I love it. Make more films about Minions, of course they will. Illumination will keep doing that. They'll be like, Minion money, money, Minion, money, Minion. That's what they will be like, and I love that. Keep doing more Minions films. I will keep watching them. So, you know what, do more like this, where it was like the 1920s, do more Minions set in random parts in history. Let's do more of that. More Minions set in random parts in history. That's great, I love that. So, if you're over to people, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, for Twitter at EmilyRoseLive_, and the Twitch, EmilyRoseLive. And I'll see you next week. Bye, 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 bye.